this is the behind the scenes stuff that no one. Happy Easter, everyone! So this is a dish that I've been wanting to make on camera for a really long time, but just haven't had the time or the energy to do it. But because it's Easter Sunday, I want to do something special. I
love your beef Wellington, so I'm excited you actually got to cook it again because it's been a while since you've done it, and I'm so excited. Like, this is the only time that I get to enjoy something like this.
I think that as long as you are able to follow instructions very well, it's not that daunting to make. It seems like a lot, but it's actually not as daunting as it seems. Let's have some wine first.
Cheers.
Cheers. Perfect. This is gonna go very well.
You know, I was concerned it might need a little bit of salt, but that gravy, that mushroom, almost like a thick au jus, need nothing. That absolutely, oh my God, look at that. That is like perfect.
I think you'll see more from the video that Brian shot. I can't tell because it's covered in gravy, but it is cooked.
I would say rare to medium rare. It is like consistent all the way through. I'm sorry, Christy, I gotta be honest. This is probably better than the one you made a couple years ago before, which is kind of the first time I'd had it. Like,
no way.
You have outdone yourself. This is really good.
You know what I really like about it is you also can really taste still the flavor of the meat. Even with all the gravy and the pastry, it still tastes like a filet mignon.
See how the wine goes with it.
That's a good call. I'm gonna try that right now. That's a good well.
Oh, that was a good choice of wine.
Let me try it real quick.
Oh, that was good. Pastry is super flaky on the outside, and when you took it out of the oven, like, it looked like a loaf of French bread, and the coloring was so amazing.
I think that the key is, a lot of recipes leave this out, but definitely that phyllo dough layer in between the puff pastry makes it not so soggy. I will say that for the beef tenderloin, I did buy it from Costco. It's expensive, but honestly, not as expensive if you go to a butcher. You can find smaller beef tenderloins that work really good. You do want to make sure it's beef tenderloin in that cut because it is more tender, so you need that tender cut. And then I got all the mushrooms. This recipe calls for a lot of mushrooms. It's basically a mushroom pate wrapped in prosciutto. I got basically everything from Costco. I got the mushrooms, I got the prosciutto, got the tenderloin. The only thing I didn't get from Costco, and I got the asparagus and the potatoes, the only thing I didn't get from Costco was the puff pastry, and I tend to like to use Trader Joe's puff pastry. It's really good. I will say that a good base recipe is Tyler Florence's beef Wellington recipe. It's actually way more user-friendly than Gordon Ramsay, even though Gordon Ramsay kind of owns the beef Wellington.
The Wellington space, yes,
I don't use foie gras, which a lot of people use. The only thing is that Tyler Florence's recipe doesn't have is the phyllo dough, which really helps keep.
It's like a moisture barrier
to
help keep as the meat cooks, which I didn't understand. Christy explained it to me. I've been educated, but it helps keep, as the meat cooks, it keeps that moisture from getting to the pastry dough on the outside, so it stays that nice, crispy, crunchy, light, flaky situation.
I've done it before where I didn't use that and it was just
mushy.
Soggy,
Yeah.
So I would definitely recommend that. And non-stick foil. The Reynolds, not sponsored, Reynolds non-stick foil.
But if they want to sponsor.
I use so much foil and saran wrap.
I thought you had stock in like aluminum. As much foil as you go through.
Please sponsor me. Just kidding. Anyway, hopefully you guys have a great Easter. And this recipe works great for Christmas, all holidays. So if you can, I would try it. It's really not as scary as it seems. But anyway, cheers. Thank you again, Brian.
Cheers. Thank you.